Hi everyone, this is Prasad, your English fluency guide. Welcome to my channel, Prasadu potnuru. Today in this video, I'm going to read one more beautiful story, Cinderella. Story reading is one of the best methods to enhance your English. Story reading and listening. Please do listen, please do watch this video until the end so that you will be able to learn a lot of vocabulary from this story. Before I begin reading, I just want you to request to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you won't miss any video from this channel. Let me start reading the story. Once there was an innocent girl named Cinderella. When her mother died, her father married a widow who had two daughters. Here, there was a girl, her name was Cinderella. Her mother died, so her father married second time, married a widow who had two daughters. That woman had already two daughters. She was a widow. A woman whose husband died is called widow. Okay, so Cinderella's father married second time because his wife died. Cinderella's mother died. Whom did he marry? He married another widow whose husband died, and she had already two daughters. One day, he had to go on a long trip and told Cinderella to take good care of her stepmother and stepsisters. One day he had to go. Whom does he refer to? He refers to Cinderella's father. He had to go on a long trip on a business purpose something. Had to go on a long trip and told Cinderella, please look after, take care of your stepmother and stepsisters. Sadly, the father died of a sickness during his trip. The stepmother only loved her daughters and treated Cinderella very cruelly. Sadly, the father too uh, died died of a sickness during his trip. The stepmother only loved her daughters. Stepmother did not love Cinderella. She loved only her own daughters. And they treated Cinderella very cruelly. One day, the palace announced an invitation for a grand dance. The invitation excited the stepsisters and stepmother so much that they spent all the day discussing over which gowns and hairstyles suited them finest. The palace announced an invitation. The invitation is about grand dance. We can call it ball. So anyone is welcome. The invitation excited the stepsisters and stepmothers so much that they spent all the day discussing about which gowns and hairstyles suited them finest. As soon as they got the invitation, stepmother and stepsisters were greatly excited. They spent all the day discussing, yes, we are going to ball, we are going to that grand dance, and what jewelry we need to wear, and what dresses we have to put on. They spent all the day discussing this. Cinderella helped her sisters getting ready for the grand event. That night, everyone went off to the grand dance, leaving Cinderella to cry and cry. Cinderella helped her sisters getting ready. She helped them to wear the dresses and everything. She helped in every way. That night, everyone went off to the grand dance. That night, stepsisters and grandma, the stepsisters and stepmother, they went. Stepsisters and stepmother went to that great event, leaving Cinderella to cry and cry. But they did not allow Cinderella to go along with them. So Cinderella was left. Suddenly, a fairy godmother appeared and, waving her wand, magically changed Cinderella's dirty clothes into the most beautiful gown and a pair of sparkling slippers, so that she could attend the dance, and gently warned her to leave the palace before midnight. So Cinderella was crying because she is unable to go to the party because her stepmother did not take her along with them. Stepmother and stepsisters With a great excitement, they went to that party, that event, that dance. Okay, but they left Cinderella alone. She was crying. That time, a fairy godmother appeared and waving her wand. She has one magical wand. So what did she do? Magically, she changed Cinderella's dirty clothes into the most beautiful gown and pair of sparkling slippers. So with the magic wand, she changed her dirty clothes into a beautiful gown and a pair of sparkling slippers too. She made a pair of sparkling slippers so that she could attend the dance and gently warned her to leave the palace before midnight. Okay, Cinderella, you got beautiful slippers and you got the most beautiful gown. Now you can go to party. But one thing you need to remember, you need to come back before midnight. Cinderella thanked her and then left in a golden coach for the palace. When Cinderella entered the palace, everyone's head turned to see who the beautiful girl could be. So she became the main attraction in that party. Everybody started looking at her because she was beautiful and she is in beautiful gown and beautiful slippers. So everybody started looking at her. Naturally, she was beautiful. Even the prince was enchanted by her and chose to dance the night away only with the beautiful Cinderella. Even the prince was enchanted, was very much attracted, and wanted to dance only with Cinderella. Cinderella was enjoying her dance. Suddenly, she heard the clock strike 12 and remembered the fairish warning. She was dancing with Prince and she was very happy. Suddenly, the clock struck 12 and then she remembered Godmother's words. Before midnight, you have to return or else you will be in the same torn dresses. You will be in the same torn dress. So we must come back. So she remembered. She quickly left the prince's arms and fled the palace. Immediately started running because before midnight she has to come back. But in haste she left one of her slippers. But when she was returning, when she was coming back, okay, in that haste she left one of her slippers. The prince picked up the slipper and the next day announced that he would marry the lady whose left foot would fit the last slipper. The prince picked up the slipper and Cinderella left very fast. The prince could not catch her, but he could get the only slipper. So the next day he announced, okay, what is that announcement? The prince would marry the lady whose left foot would fit the last slipper. Please go and check. Okay, if whoever, the lady whose left foot would fit the last slipper, okay, I'm going to marry that lady. Please go and search for that lady. The next day, the king's men traveled the countryside with the lost slipper to fit every woman in the land. They found no matches. The next day, as per instruction of the king, as per instruction of the prince, immediately they went and they started searching for the lady and with the slipper, but they could not find any match. They found no matches, means they could not find any match. Finally, they reached Cinderella's house and after trying it on her two sisters, they tried it on Cinderella. Finally, at last, they reached Cinderella's house and they tried it on two sisters. Okay, after that, they tried it on Cinderella. To their astonishment, to their great surprise, the slipper fit perfectly because it belongs to Cinderella. That's the reason the slipper fit perfectly. They took Cinderella to the king's palace and brought her before the prince. Soon they got married and lived a happy life thereafter. So that's the end of the story. It's a really beautiful story. Read and find out the new words which you don't know meaning and refer dictionary. Write the meanings in your notes and read twice, thrice, four times. So after that, you narrate this story to your kids, to your friends, to anyone, so that you will be good at English. You will be able to enhance your vocabulary and everything. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.